All right. Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you're at. Welcome back to my show. Please don't forget to share, like video. Please, very important. Share. Just share the video. Okay? Thank you. Thank you and thank you. Don't forget to share the video. Thank you. Our topic continue. You see, there's this big problem in Africa. There's a big problem in Africa, and we need to talk about it. It is getting too much, and I don't understand why we have to go through this. Honestly speaking, we don't deserve it, and people don't deserve it. It has to stop. They always say there's a cause and effect of every action. Whatever we do right now, it's going to affect us somehow, whether we like it or not. Somehow, it's going to affect us. And if it does, we are always going to be moving backward instead of forward. But we are not moving forward, unfortunately. We are only moving backward, and we are expecting things to be okay. We are expecting things to be normal, or let us just go by our daily business and just ignore and just forget about the problem we have at hand and let it just move on and it's okay. No, it is not okay. I continue to repeat the same thing over and over again. It is not okay the way we are going. We're not going the right way. Something has to change and has to be done immediately. Okay? Like I said, something has to be changed and it must be done immediately. Because if this continue, I don't see something good that will come out of this. It's going to be some disaster. It's going to be a chaos. And it is all our responsibility to make sure those things don't occur. Because if they do occur, we are going to be in big trouble, big mess. And before we start worrying about, quenching the fire, and after, like, we are responsible for lighting up the flaming up the fire, and all of a sudden we want to turn around and look for fire extinguisher. Lord, that doesn't make any sense. We have to stop and think about the action and the outcome and the consequences. If we think about that before we can do anything, before we can take any action, that would be very appropriate. But if we don't do that, if we keep continue making decisions without even thinking about the consequence and the outcome, what's going to happen, we are going to be in big trouble. Very, very big trouble. So that is why I'm here to appeal, to beg everyone to please understand and be cooperative. We are all in this together. This is not about me coming up here and show myself or and look. There's a lot of way for you to contribute in this world. Okay, there's a lot of way for you to contribute. You can either donate to a charity. You can either do build hospital. You can build schools. You can build orphanage home. You can build things like the community need. You see, you can even donate clothes to the people who need it, and you can even help them out sometime. So those are the type of things that people will look at it. Okay, this person is really contributing to the society. This is what they have done for the community. So that doesn't have to be just materialistic. You can also create a job employment. You can become a role model, like people that provide services to the community, even though you're getting paid. That is okay. All right, you can benefit from it. Like there's no way that you can benefit the enjoy the fruit of your labor until you plant it first. You have to plant the seed and wait and wait and wait for the fruit to grow. If you don't wait for the fruit to grow, you're not going to be able to eat it. So that is the reason why we have to be patient. Patient, patient, patient. We have to be very, very patient and handle things with care. Like we have to be very careful before we take decision. Before we make any decision, we have to think about it and make sure we know that we are making the right decision. We have to think about it. It is very important. If we don't do that ahead of time, it might be very dangerous because things might get out of hand and we might not even be able to control it. That is going to be the outcome. So before that happen, I suggest we should just put an end to all of it and just move on like a normal human being supposed to be. That is what I believe. That's what I believe. I believe that we have the responsibility here on earth that we must live in peace and do things the right way. That is it. That is what I believe, and that is the truth. That is what everybody should believe, and that is what everybody should be doing. Look, it is not only one person's responsibility. This is everybody's responsibility. You don't have to count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. We have to go through this together. Whether we like it or not, we have to go through this together. But if we only think about or consider the personal interest all the time and forget about the person next to us, that is also ridiculous. That is bad. We shouldn't tolerate that. We shouldn't be doing like that. The way we should be doing is we should consider everybody as equal human being. Your action can only determine what kind of character of human being you are. So if you are a good human being in a society, your character will tell. But that doesn't mean that you should be treated unfairly. When it comes to human right, you deserve every single right like everybody else. But if you decide to do otherwise and go against the norm or the tradition or the law or the constitution, that is another story, okay? I'm not here to talk about that. But I'm here to talk about your responsibility as a human being on earth, just to make sure that we all do our part to make this world a better place for all of us, not just you alone or your relative or your family members. This is for everybody. We have to do this together. We are in this together. If anything happen, like, it's gonna affect everybody. If something wrong happen, if look, this is something very important for everyone to understand, that all the thing that is happening right now has to stop. All the wars going on, all these, look, it has to stop. It really, really have to stop. We have to stop it. You see, whether you talk about all the negative thing or not, it is not going to change anything. You can only do your own part. Human being is something that you cannot make human being do what you want at all time. It is very impossible to control human being. Even your government can't even control human being. I'm telling you. So they are only doing the best they can in order to say, okay, we have a government, but that's it. They can't control their population. They cannot. They can only enforce power on them, and that's it. I'm talking about physical power. If not, look, things would have been very, very ugly everywhere, because people don't want to listen sometimes. People just don't like peace sometimes. I don't know why some people do that, but it doesn't make any sense to me. We should be all looking and praying for peace and happiness and harmony, and we should be all living in peace, and we should be all do look, we should be all be there for one another. We should be all happy and live like, okay, I can count on you and you can count on me. That's the way it's supposed to be. But when I take a look at what is happening and what is going on, it just don't add up. Something is not adding up. That is why I've chosen to come up here and say this over and over again, whether people listen to me or not. But hey, the way I see things going is not going the right way. We are not living in peace. The world needs to live in peace, and everybody needs to live in peace. All the family members and all the relative, employees, co-workers, what you call it, neighbors, friends, family members. Let us all live in peace. It's very important. Peace is what I preach. And believe me, I live by it, because I haven't hurt anyone. I haven't inflicted any hardship or do anything or any harm, inflict any harm on anyone. I've not done it. So I'm a peaceful person and I'm living in peace. That is why I don't get in trouble. Okay. Let me just add this up. Okay. If I think about the way things, especially, let me focus on Africa. Africa, what is happening in Africa is getting very bad. And if we don't find solution and stop it, when things get out of hand, it is not going to be good. Not good. Not so good. Let me tell you something. If you take a look at Africa today, nearly half the world's gold and 1/3 of all minerals are in Africa. That is ridiculous. Nearly half the world gold and 1/3 of all minerals are in Africa. That is crazy. Can you believe that? That is ridiculous. And why are we suffering in Africa? Why? It is not like we don't have anything. We have everything. Okay? If you take a look at it, it's ridiculous. And people just don't care. They don't want to hear about this. They don't want you to talk about. They don't want to listen to you. They don't want to hear you. They don't want to like share your video if you want to talk about truth. But if you want to come up and disrespect and curse people and like and be rude and bad, so that's what they want to listen to, right? Well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna come here and preach my peace. I'm gonna talk my peace. Okay? Only one person can view my video. That is okay. But at least I've sent my message across. Okay? That is the most important part of it. I like it. I like sharing my peaceful message out there. Because I have a responsibility also. Okay? I do. So, and I have to do my part. That's what I'm doing. Whatever I can to make this world a peaceful place, I will do it. Whatever I can do to make this world a nice, peaceful place for everyone, I will do it. Yes. If I have the power, I will do it right now. I will do it. No questions asked. It won't even take me long. Alright? Look, beneath the surface of Africa lies a wealth of mineral resources of enormous value. That is crazy. It is crazy. The continent produces almost 1 billion tons of minerals worth 406 billion US dollar. Oh my goodness. Africa alone, every single year for the past 2 years, Africa alone have produced mineral more than 406 billion US dollar. 1 billion tons of mineral. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. If you take a look at that number, 406 billion US dollar being produced in Africa. I'm talking about cash money for the mineral worth 1 billion tons for the past 2 years in Africa. That is what has been going on for the past 2 years. Imagine, we are talking about 900 and 406 billion times 2. That will give you 9,200,000,000, right? Okay, so that is what they are making for the past 2 years. That is 900 billions. Oh my goodness, 900 billions for the past 2 years. Africa have produced from the mineral, natural resources. The mineral. That is crazy. That include gold, diamond, silver, bauxite, oil. That is ridiculous. Even according to the United States, Africa is home to about 30% of the world mineral reserve, 12% of the world oil, and 8% of the world natural gas reserve. That is that is crazy. Africa being like that, and if I see people in Africa calling people abroad in America, hey, send us money. If you don't send us money now, we are not going to survive. We are not going to do this. We're not going to make it. We don't pay this. We want to do this. They want to call every day, just pick up the phone and call people abroad, just to see who is stupid enough to keep dashing, to keep sending them their hard-earned money. They go and stand up. People in America go to work 8 hours, 12 hours every single day. They can barely get 2 days off to rest. So when those people go to work, they stand up on their feet for 8 hours, only 30-minute break. That is crazy. And after that, they are very exhausted. The manager, the supervisor are talking to them, telling them, hey, you do this, hey, you do that, hey, you come here, hey, you come here. And they are talking to them anyhow. The other co-workers are not respectful. They are gossiping. They talk behind each other back. They don't like. Look, all this racism and discrimination is everywhere. You go through that, okay? They go through all that. And after making that hard-earned money, that $300 or $400 a 2 weeks for 3 weeks, whatever, when they send that money to Africa, they are not appreciated. And the same Africa is the place what I'm talking about that have all these, that is producing all these mineral. That is, listen, it is crazy. For the past 2 years, Africa has produced more than 900 billion US dollar. 900 billion US dollar for the past 2 years. Africa alone in mineral resources. Their natural resources has been exploited to oversee. That is what I'm saying here. They went and paid physical cash and take the natural resources out of Africa. And the money that they have collected for the past 2 years is more than 900 billions US dollar. Take a note. The money Africa have produced for the past 2 years from selling your natural resources, from selling your gold, your diamond, your silver, your iron, your fish, your bauxite, your oil, your natural gas. Look, your renewable and unrenewable natural gas. Africa sold more than 900 billion US dollar. That is it. So, who is stupid enough to keep sending money to Africa that have produced more than 900 billion US dollar for the past 2 years? Where's all that money go? Where is that money? Somebody comment below and tell me, where is the 900 billion US dollar for the past 2 years Africa have produced, Africa have sold? Look, Africa have, look, the natural resources don't belong to one person. It belongs to everybody. That is it. I don't care whether you like it or not, but natural resources in Africa belongs to everybody. It's not belong to only the government. It belongs to the population, everybody. So when they sell those natural resources, they have to make sure that the population is taken care of. They have to build good hospital. They have to build good road. They have to build good schools. They have to build good public park, public places, and nice. The country have to be looking beautiful, like Dubai. $900 billion. Do you know what $900 billion can do? That can do a lot. Especially only for 2 years. Imagine for the past 20 years how much Africa have done. For the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, do you know how much money? That is more than 2 billion trillions. That is more trillions, hundreds of trillions of, I'm talking about non-stop zeros for the past 20, 30 years. I'm only talking about for the past 2 years alone. Only 900 billion for the past 2 years alone. Let's talk about for the past 10, 20 years. Do you know how much money is that? And Africa people have the guts to call me and ask me to send them money, that they are hungry, that they need money, they don't eat, that they don't do this. Look, they are lying. If you live abroad, don't send them your money. They even gonna use your money to do voodoo worship on you, to cast spell on you. They use your money to do evil to you. That's what they're gonna do. Don't send them your money. They don't need it. Do not send them your money. Please, don't do it. If you do, they're gonna use your money to destroy you. If you're living abroad, don't send your money to Africa. I don't care if it is, look, if it is your mom, your dad, your sister, look, that is okay. You can send them and take care of them, feed them, okay? That is fine. But other than that, don't worry about sending your money to anybody to Africa, because they don't need your money. They don't need your money. They only need to destroy you. They want your money to destroy you. They don't need your money. Okay? Take that note. They don't need your money. If you see them call you and ask you for your money, it means they are out for destruction. They want to destroy you. That's what they do. They're going to use your money and go to voodoo man's house and ask the voodoo man to destroy your future, to destroy you. That's what they do. They can either make you, like, it becomes so financial hard on you, and everything you do is just go down the drain. You don't see nothing. Nothing move. Nothing works for you. So sometimes people find themselves in that type of situation and they wonder why, and like they start asking question, God, why me? Why me? And the answer lies right in front of them. The answer lies right in front of their nose. They're asking. Their problem is right in front of their enemy is right next to them. The enemy is the one that they be feeding, that they be sending their money to, that they been taking care of. The enemy is the one that they be doing all the thing for. Okay? That is their problem. But they don't know. They don't believe it. Even if you tell them, hey, the person that you are helping right now is your number one enemy. They won't believe it. They will say, no, you are lying. That person can never be my enemy. Yes, it is possible. So if you want to help, please help carefully. Help carefully. Don't go too far. Don't do too much. Too much of everything is bad. Too much of everything is not good. So if you want to help, don't lose yourself. Help easily and carefully. Take it slowly and don't make it hard on yourself, because people these days will not appreciate you. People these days don't care about you. People these days only care about their own personal interests. People these days will never love you for who you are. People these days will never love you because you are honest. People these days will never be honest with you because you are honest with them. People these days will never love you because you tell the truth or you are nice. They will take advantage of your kind heart. I'm telling you, people these days, if you are nice, they will take advantage of you. They will use you. They will use you because you have a kind heart, and they will take advantage of you. They will continue using you until you give up. Yes. As long you are responding, they will continue to use you until you give up. And that most especially comes from people from Africa. African people like to use one another. Very, very bad. Especially if you want to send money to Africa to do business with them. Oh my God. Don't even try that. Don't even do that. Don't think about sending money to Africa to anyone, not even your mom or your dad, to do anything for you in Africa. Don't do it. Not even your sister. Do not trust no one. Trust no one, especially in Africa. Don't trust them with your money. If you trust them with your money in Africa, they will kill you. I'm telling you. They will kill you, because once you finish sending them your money to say, hey, let us do this business, and the business start moving forward, you know the next thing they will do? They will kill you. They will say, you know what? I need to kill this man because this business is moving forward, and I want to keep all the money to myself. All of a sudden, they want to keep all of the money to themselves. Right? The money that you work hard for, and send it to them so you can do business. So you take 60, they take 40, or you take 50, they take 50. They're not doing it for free. You people are making the same amount of money. Probably they even make more, right? Because they will claim, oh, transportation, my food, my this, my that, I'm sick. They're gonna be asking you all kinds of. They're gonna put all their problem on your head. That's what they do, because they are doing business with you. So if you don't be careful, those people will destroy you. They will kill you alive. I'm telling you. They will go to voodoo people and destroy you and make you crazy. That's what they will do to you. They will make you blind. They will inflict disease on you. That's what they will do. They will kill you. And if they do, they will keep all the money to themselves. That's all they do in Africa. So trust no one. I repeat, do not trust people, especially when it comes to money. Nobody. When it comes to money, don't don't trust no one. Money is very dangerous. Money is the most dangerous thing that human being will ever create. Because trust me, I know God created everything. God created the trees, and we use the trees to make the money, and so it's still God creation. So we are just making it the way we are making it too far. We went too far, okay? By making the system the way it is, we went too far. God didn't want us to make it this way. God wanted us to make it easy on ourselves. God wanted us to make it like convenience on ourselves. God wanted us to make it very, very, very lenient and very, very easy and very, very enjoyable. And look, that's what He wanted. But what we did, we went and used those trees that God created and make money out of it and enslave one another for it. Enslave each other. If you don't make the other person a slave, you can't pay him nothing. That is what is going on. The rich guy is making the poor guy a slave. So service versus payment. This is all about life, right? Okay. Let us continue when it comes to people just don't want to understand that part, that life is not about handing like, hey, give me this, give me. Taking from other. It is not always about that. It's about what are you providing? What is your own contribution? That is what it should be about. You should be thinking about your own contribution. What is your own what have you contributed? You see, if you're not contributing, you shouldn't be asking for handout. You have to be contributing. That is the most important things to do. Anybody. Y'all please need to understand it. Don't get mad when you have a relative in United States or Europe or Canada or Australia. Don't get mad if you call them and ask them for money and they tell you, I'm sorry, I don't have money. Don't get mad. Please don't. Don't take it wrong. They are trying to make you understand that, hey, they are not going to lie to you and it's not easy. They don't have it. You need to understand, because especially for someone who always done it for you in the past, for someone who always gave it to you whenever you asked them to give you money, for someone who never said no to you, whenever they say no, please try to understand. But I know a lot of people don't want to understand that, but that's okay. You see, Africa is not going to be okay if they continue like that. Stealing, corruption, and dishonest, and all these things that are happening, it doesn't make any sense. They need to be honest. Let Africa be serious. You know, it's crazy. The continent owed 40% of the world gold and up to 90% of it low. Chromium and platinum and both valuable metal. All those metal coming from Africa that are used to build all these high skyrocket buildings and bridges abroad, and it is ridiculous. Most of the electronic we use today are based on a number of mineral from aluminium to zinc. Yeah, even the phone. Congo was the first country Congo invented cell phone. All those things coming from Africa. The cell phone that you are using today is everything in it. Everything. from the cover to the glasses, all the way to the interior, all the way inside, all the material that you are holding in your hand coming from Africa. Eh? So what else are you complaining? What else are you looking for? What else are you praying for? What else are you asking for God have not done for you? What else Africa should have been praying for? Nothing. God has provided everything for Africa. But Africa is just stubborn. They don't want to accept it. They don't want to accept it, what God has offered them. And that is their fault. We can't blame God for that. We cannot blame God for not accepting what He has given us. God has blessed us. He favors us. And He loves us. And God bless us with all these wealth and natural resources. And we are here complaining. And we are here struggling. And we are here suffering. And we are here slavery. And we are here going through this. Look, when Muhammad Gaddafi was alive, right? People from Libya didn't used to travel abroad. I've never seen people from Libya living in the United States. Never. I have never heard it. I have seen people from Morocco. I've seen people from Tunisia. I've seen people from Algeria. I've seen people from South Africa. Elon Musk, billionaire, he from South Africa. I've seen people from Sudan, but Libya, no. Why? Because it was very easy. Muhammad Gaddafi, he was like one of the best presidents of Africa, but based what he did before he became president, he was a dictator. Look, everybody have something negative about them. Okay, Muhammad Gaddafi also does. He has his own things. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about him. He's dead. I'm only here to talk about what Africa needs to be doing. He was one of the perfect example how people should be living in Africa. He brought a perfect example. People should be living without paying for health care, for medicine, for hospital bill, for housing, for food. People shouldn't be working for those things. Those things should be provided by the government. Healthcare, education, food, and look, even a monthly allowance. That's what Gaddafi does. Gaddafi used to pay a citizen $2,500 every month. Every citizen. That's what Gaddafi used to do. Gaddafi, look, he did it. So, but for some reason, they took him out. That's how Africa is. They don't want good people. They want bad guy. If you don't want to be, just listen to what they ask you to do, right? Just follow the lead. Just follow them. Just do exactly what they want you to do if you want to survive. That's how it is in Africa. But that shouldn't mean that we should continue living the way we are. We should be living in peace and harmony. That is it. You see? That is that all of these people that you see today, more than half of a mobile phone's component, including its electronic display, battery, speakers, all are coming from Africa. All these things are made out of African mineral. I'm telling you, you have to believe me. Go look it up. They're all coming from your gold, your diamond, your silver, your iron, your zinc. That's where they're all coming from. And you people are here complaining about money and all that. Look, it is crazy how we are believing in what they are telling us. Very crazy. Very, very crazy. Very, very crazy. All right. So I hope everything goes well. Everything is okay. I pray for everybody. I pray for peace. I pray. God, please let peace be on earth. God, please help us. God, I pray for everybody. I pray for the entire world. I pray for the community. I pray for the society. I pray for my people. I pray for everyone. I pray. Please let it be peace. God, please let it be peace in this world. This world is going upside down. Things are not going normal. Things are not going the way it should be. Let it be peace. Please. I pray. So please don't forget to share this video and like so that way we can reach more people. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.